Like everybody and their mother right now, I'm currently on the hunt for the perfect summer handbag, which just means that I have done a lot of research up until now. And to save you time, energy, and a lot of time, I'm going to share my research with you. I'm going to share my findings, the perfect summer handbags. In my head, at least, these are the perfect summer handbags that are worth knowing. Mind you, these are not LOEWE summer handbags. We all know and love, okay? LOEWE makes a perfect summer handbag, but I often find sometimes that they are a little bit overdone. Okay, everybody has these handbags, and rightfully so, they're great, but these are some options that are not LOEWE handbags, options that you are not going to see everyone down the street wearing, options that you are going to get complimented on, options that people on the street are going to come up to you, ask you where you got that handbag from. You are ahead of the curve, you are the trendsetter yourself. So I've piled together 16 handbags. Okay, I don't know where that number came from, I just found a lot of good handbags and 16 was the magic number, which just seems like a lot, so I feel like we should probably get into it. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Sabrina and I talk a lot about luxury fashion and more affordable fashion, but today I'm going to be talking about handbags. Summer handbags to be exact. Also, it feels crazy to be seated on this floor. I don't know what it was. I was feeling I need to be cozy on the ground talking to you guys. When I first started doing YouTube about almost a year ago, I think it was July I started, I would always start my videos on the ground. And you know what? Gotta bring it back to basics. So here I am on the ground. Okay, but let's get into today's video. Also, all of these handbags will be listed down in the description box below so you can quickly access them. Now, the first handbag is a handbag that I recently purchased, but when I purchased this, I was debating on these two handbags. The Savette Pochette, i.e. a classic black handbag, or the more summertime appropriate Savette Pochette, the mesh version of it. Normally, I'm not a typical mesh kind of gal when it comes to summertime because I don't know, I don't really want my things being seen out into the world, but I don't know, something about this and it not being entirely mesh drew me to this handbag. Long story short, the only reason why I did not get the handbags is because I wanted a classic and I already have a handbag, a Fendi baguette in this colorway. Okay, back to the reason as to why you should buy this handbag. This handbag is just so much fun and it's not your typical summer handbag, and that's the best part about it. It comes in pink, black, and a beige. To be honest, the beige is, it's not a great color beige, it's giving sickness, but to each their own, you know. And I think if you were to get the black one, you could actually wear that all year round. You know, maybe not so much in the winter months, you know, maybe your things inside are gonna get cold, I don't know. But I think you could definitely get away with it wearing it much more than the pink. I don't know why, I just think the black one you could wear a lot more. Now, this handbag is perfect for the girl that lives in the city. This handbag is perfect for if you want a summer bag, but you don't want the raffia beach tote looking bag, which I'm going to ramble on a lot about raffia totes in this video. But for someone who does not want that, this is a great option. I'm not going to go too in depth about the Savette Pochette because I did just do a video on it. I will insert that above. But this handbag fits everything you need and more. Honestly, it looks small, but it is mighty. It fits a lot in there. So I think your summertime essentials, sunscreen, lip balm, sunscreen, what else is there in the summertime? A scarf if you wanted to wrap it around, I don't know, but all your summertime essentials will definitely fit within this handbag. Honestly, cannot say enough good things. I just got back from London. This handbag and me had an absolute blast. Okay, she loved her international experience, but I got great use out of this handbag. Could not say enough good things, so I would highly recommend the summertime version, the mesh version. The next handbag is by a brand called Heru. I have spoken about them a couple times. The handbag I think is so funny because my last name is Kalela and the handbag is called Kalela. I almost feel like this is like a destined purchase for me. This handbag comes in so many variations. Leather, suede, raffia. There is something truly for everybody and every season. But specifically, we're gonna be talking about the summertime handbag. So they have this one in canvas, and if you were into the Miu Miu canvas tote bags, I think you will love this handbag at a fraction of the cost. Also, if you don't want the giant Miu Miu logo, this is also a great option. But this handbag is huge. Okay, this handbag will fit all of your large summertime essentials, like a towel. Okay, if you're carrying around a towel down the city, you know, just in case you are. This handbag is truly perfect, not even just for summertime, okay, but if you wanted a fall or a winter handbag, try out the suede, try out the leather, and it looks light, it looks like the perfect tote that you can bring on vacation, wear in the city, just about bring that with you wherever. The Jacquemus Le Bambola tote, I believe it's called. This is a tote that no one else is talking about, but I think it is so cool. Jacquemus bags to me are hit or miss, but this one I think is not to be missed. It has this piece of hardware that's almost like a hoop, almost like like an earring. It's an average looking tote bag, bucket bag almost, but not really, because the extra hardware detailing, it adds a little something something. There are quite a few excellent Jacquemus bags out there that I will list out in this video, but this one, I don't know, it compelled me, it drew me to it. Needless to say, if you're looking for a summer handbag but you want a little bit extra something something to that handbag, I think this is a great option. The Michael Kors Isa handbag. Okay, I know what you're thinking, a little bit generic, a little bit plain, and you can probably get this just about anywhere. You are correct. I more so wanted to show you the silhouette of the handbag. I actually have this handbag from Mango. I purchased it, I think about 4 years back, I want to say. It is my beach bag that I bring when I want to just carry around some stuff. I don't really care too much about the handbag, but this silhouette of a handbag for spring and summer is great because it is so roomy. Honestly, I wear it in the city as well, but it is more so, I guess, for beach vacation kind of vibes. Even if you didn't want the Michael Kors option, there are so many more on the high street as well. Again, I bought mine from Mango. Zara also has some great options. This silhouette of handbag, I don't think you can go wrong with, and I think you will always have in your collection. It's just a great grab and go spring summer handbag. Now these handbags are in no particular order, which is why I'm gonna go from raffia crochet to a beaded bag. Now I saw this bag when I was in Selfridges in London, and I have to say, well, one, I wanted to try it on because I was intrigued, and two, it reminds me of a taxi cab seat cover. And to me, even though I can't get past that, I do think the handbag is a little bit fun, quirky, and out there. I think it's just called the bead bag. I will insert exactly what it is called. It also comes with a pouch inside, so your things are not going everywhere. It's also not as heavy as I would have thought. Like, you look at it and I think, this looks like a heavy bag. It's not as heavy once it's being worn. However, I do think it could be heavy when you have actual things inside of it. I don't think this is going to be a handbag for everybody, but I do think this handbag, I mean, this handbag is already selling out. This handbag is already popular, and I think it's popular because it's a little bit more on the unique end. Do I think you could buy this handbag at a much more affordable cost? Yes, I do. But for the girlies that want the Saint Laurent version, go off, sis, okay? Live your best luxurious life. Now, if you wanted this handbag but at a more affordable cost, I found this one from Paula, and it is called the Soleil bag. Soleil means sun in French, okay? Therefore, it is the perfect sun-appropriate spring summer handbag. This, I had to say, I mean, this is a really chic, fun handbag. Also on the much smaller size than the Saint Laurent version of it. So if you were looking for more, I wouldn't say a mini bag, but if you're looking for more of a smaller size handbag than the tote Saint Laurent bead bag, this is a great option. Also at a fraction of the cost, and I have not seen anyone speak about this handbag. This is a handbag worth speaking about. It's also a handbag I think is worth having in your collection, and there's no going out of style. I mean, this is a handbag that you'll have for summer for years. I personally don't have a Paula bag, but I've never heard anything bad about Paula. So quality is up there. Price, I think, is also pretty good for this handbag as well. The beads are also quite unique, very different from the Saint Laurent version of it. Not to mention, if you are a shoulder bag girly and you don't want to have a top handle, this is a great option. A perhaps more underrated summer handbag is the Alaïa Mina handbag, but this one comes in a mini version, and I think a mini version or a mini handbag for spring summer is honestly a necessity. I mean, it is just the perfect grab and go kind of handbag. You just want to grab, you know, a card, a lip gloss, and that's it. This is the handbag to go for. The laser cut leather screams summer. I mean, this is definitely not a winter fall handbag. I mean, if you wanted to, go off. This handbag also comes in a variety of colors, sizes as well. So if you didn't want to go for this mini size, you could go for the small, and I believe it also comes in a large version as well. But something about the mini version I think is just so cute for spring summer. I can't make a spring summer handbag without mentioning the Alaïa Mina handbag. This Weekend Max Mara clutch. This has been on my radar for a couple months, but when I saw the raffia version of it, I immediately thought, oh my god, I might have to buy this handbag. This neighbor loves to blast his music. I'm sure some of you can relate to that. Hopefully not, actually. You know what? Hopefully you have quiet, respectful neighbors. You know what? You definitely can't hear him. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. As I was saying, this handbag is epitome of a coin pouch, just maximized into a larger pouch form with a touch of raffia to make it summertime appropriate. And if you didn't want the raffia, it comes in so many great colorways. There is a silk pink version that I think is so cute. These handbags are also at a great price point. I believe they're all under 400 Canadian dollars. The price tag and the versatility of this handbag is selling me. Another Jacquemus bag. This time it is a handbag that honestly I've never really seen before. It is called the Jacquemus Black Croiseur square handbag, I believe it's called. Anyways, it's a square tote bag. Have you ever seen a square handbag? Not really. You know, it's not often that we see a square handbag. Rectangle, yes, okay, east-west, but a square? Not so much. And then the handles where you hold it is a circle. So many shapes within this handbag. It may scream math, geometry, but in a chic, fabulous, summertime appropriate way. It comes in a black, it comes in this beautiful emerald green, and I believe it also comes in your typical beige. Now, my eyes are on the green version of it. This is a fun handbag if you were to ask me. Handbags they don't typically see, or handbag shapes they don't typically see, is where my eyes are glued to. It screams unique to me. It screams that you have great taste. This bag may not be for an evening night out, but it is a perfect beach tote, or it is a perfect tote that you can bring on vacation. Now on the more affordable end is this Dolce Vita LOEWE handbag. I probably completely butcher that name. I know it's on the plain end, I know, but something about the leather detailing to it sold me. I was like, okay, this is definitely a little bit more something, let's say from the Michael Kors Isa handbag, where it's just simply raffia with the two straps, but the additional gold hardware and the straps I think are more unique than just a typical raffia tote bag. It adds a little something. Not every single handbag that you have, it needs to be out there, it needs to be extreme. Sometimes it's good to have just a simple handbag that you rely on, that you know is going to be your go-to. And this is one of those options that has just a little something where you won't get bored of it, but it's not too much. No one talks about Todd handbags enough, and this is a handbag that I think is worth talking about. Leather and raffia, a 2-in-1 combo. It's a tote bag, but also a little bit more like a bucket handbag. Perfect for the city, perfect for the beach, maybe be a little bit delicate because of the leather. In my opinion, this is a great city handbag where you want obviously to have a summertime appropriate handbag, but you don't want to be carrying around a full-on raffia tote bag. It's giving vacation handbag, but you can also get away with it wearing in the city, if that makes sense. The logo is small, so if you didn't want a super logo heavy handbag, not like any of these handbags are, but if you wanted just a little pop of logo, there you have, you know, the classic T for Tod's. Of all the handbags that I mentioned in this video, this is definitely the handbag that is being raved about right now, and for a rightful reason. It's also being raved by me. I also want it. It is the Jacquemus Round Carré handbag in this raffia version of it. If you have seen the metallic version of this clutch, I've also mentioned in a previous video of the red version. Now they have a summertime appropriate version of this handbag. It is the raffia with the black leather detailing on the side. Similar to the metallic version, you still have the two hardware, so you have the gold and the silver. This is such a fun handbag. Clutches are absolutely dominating this year. Okay, they are trendy, whatnot, but I don't think a clutch will ever go out of style. This is a statement handbag without being too overbearing. And to me, I think those are the best kind of handbags, where it's a statement but not too much of a statement where you can't wear it with so many things in your wardrobe. It's also giving a little bit of nostalgia because it's kind of like a lunchbox. Like the way you open it rolls up like a lunchbox, and then you roll it down to close it kind of like a lunchbox as well. I mean, who doesn't love a good nostalgic moment? That's why these things sell. Now, a similar handbag in the sense that it can be worn the same way. So without the shoulder strap, you can just take it off. It can be worn as a pouch. Someone that just wants a simple summer bag but also a shoulder bag, this is a great option. I also just love the fact that you can wear this almost like as a clutch as well. So I mean, there's 2-in-1 options for you, whereas you don't get that with the Jacquemus option. There is no shoulder strap, it is just solely a clutch. Dragon Diffusion handbags. These are the quintessential summer handbag without being overly summery. There's no raffia, it's just simply straw in these delicious colors. Very similar to the classic Bottega Veneta Intriaccio handbags. Intriaccio. I've spoken about Dragon Diffusion a couple times on this channel, and it would be criminal of me not to say it in this video. There are also handbags that you can wear really all year round. Maybe it's less of a wintry handbag, but absolutely can be worn in the fall, spring months as well. Mind you, there is no closure to this handbag. Your things are going to be open, so maybe not for like European cities when there are pickpockets. At attenzione, pickpockets, attenzione. Okay, make sure your things are secured. But if you wanted a summertime handbag in some fun, delicious colors, but you do not want a raffia or a straw handbag, I think this is a great option. And the last handbag, or last two handbags, should I say, there is no summer without Pucci, Emilio Pucci. To me, when I think of Emilio Pucci, I think of summer, spring, summer handbags, clothing, shoes, scarves especially. There's a scarf that I think I will be buying for my European, my Italy trip, because I think, oh my god, what is absolutely more perfect than Emilio Pucci on the Amalfi Coast, or whatever kind of ocean, okay, it doesn't even matter, as long as there's a sea, an ocean, a river, a dam, Emilio Pucci it is. Now this is a delicate handbag. This is not going to be for the person that just wants to throw their handbags and expect for it to be absolutely perfect and pristine. This is a silk handbag. So really there is no structure, it is just a simple silk handbag. Now if you really wanted to, you could just simply get a silk scarf and make this bag kind of yourself. But honestly, to each their own. I think this handbag is actually at a relatively good cost compared to the silk handbags at like Hermes. But if you wanted something from Pucci but you didn't want to go down the route of ready to wear or shoes, I think this is a great option. It is colorful, but just enough color. Like you can wear this with a very simple minimalistic outfit and let this be the show. Now the last handbag, I don't have an exact handbag, but if you want Pucci, I would check out the pre-love market. There are so many great shoes, handbags, and ready to wear that you can get on the pre-love market. Check out eBay. I've been checking out eBay for the past like a month looking up Pucci things. There are some really, really great things on eBay. Also, I've heard the Real, okay, I don't really shop on the Real because I am from Canada, but if you were in the States, definitely check out the Real because I've seen many people get some amazing things from Pucci on the Real. Tell me about the weather warming up and the sun being out today. I'm just getting so excited for summertime. Like I'm just so excited for my summer wardrobe, summer handbags especially. Now I would love to know what's on your spring summer wish list if you were looking to add any of these handbags to your collection, or if any of the handbags that I did not mention are also on your radar. I'm going to wrap up this video. I'm going to get off this floor because my legs are hurting a little bit. But thank you so much for watching. It means the absolute most to me, and it would mean the most to me if you hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, I'll see you guys soon, and thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.